All right, we turn now to our other big story today. That is the immigration fight over the Maryland man who is an alleged gang member. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen heading home today after meeting with Kilmar Abrego Garcia yesterday in El Salvador. He traveled to that South American country to push for Garcia's release. Federal courts have ordered the Trump administration to return him to the U.S., saying he was not given due process. But the administration says documents show he is an active member of the MS-13 gang and was previously detained in connection to a murder and admitted to being in the U.S. illegally. So there's a lot going on here. News Nation's Libby Dean following it all live from the White House. So, Libby, the fight over Abrego Garcia is escalating.
Yeah, Nichole, not only is Abrego Garcia's return being fought in the courts, we've seen that play out this week, it's also at the center now of this PR battle between the White House and Senator Van Hollen. Now, this morning, President Trump weighing in on the Maryland senator's trip yesterday and subsequent meeting that we saw with Abrego Garcia, saying that the senator looks like a, quote, fool, and President Trump goes on to call him a grandstander. Now, El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, unsurprisingly on the same page, also taking to social media to mock Van Hollen's visit, saying Garcia has, quote, miraculously risen from the death camps and torture, now sipping margaritas with Senator Van Hollen in the tropical paradise of El Salvador. He goes on to post that now that Abrego Garcia is confirmed healthy, he gets the honor of staying in El Salvador's custody. We know he's being held in that high-security prison in El Salvador, that being Abrego Garcia. Now, Van Hollen is headed back to the U.S. this afternoon, and it's likely that we're going to hear more about this meeting that took place, given that it was the first time that we actually saw pictures of Kilmar Abrego Garcia since his deportation back in March, Nichole.
And so, Libby, you know, in the midst of all this, his family, what are we hearing from Abrego Garcia's family?
His wife, Jennifer, actually said that this meeting between Van Hollen and her husband was an answered prayer because she now knows that her husband is alive now that we've seen those pictures. But this all coming in a statement to News Nation. You can see it on your screen there, where Jennifer states that she still has a lot of questions, hopes, and fears, and goes on to actually thank Senator Van Hollen and also vow to continue to fight for reunification with her husband, who is being held in that prison after being deported. Now, despite Garcia's family claiming that he is not a member of the MS-13 gang, the White House does continue to allege that Garcia is, and that there is no chance of them bringing a gang member back here into the U.S. The White House has been very adamant about that ever since this deportation. But that vow, despite the Supreme Court actually ordering that the Trump administration needs to facilitate Garcia's return following the administration admitting that this deportation of Abrego Garcia was an administrative error. So a lot of developments here. We'll see what Van Hollen has to say about this, given he had that first face-to-face meeting with Abrego Garcia since this deportation.
Well, the saga absolutely continues. All right, Libby, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.